Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a crucial topic, the reasons you should stop vaping immediately. You know I'm all about empowering you guys to make informed decisions about your health, and when it comes to vaping, the truth is clear, it's just not worth the risk. We're gonna break down the science behind why vaping is so harmful, bust some common myths, and give you the tools you need to ditch the vape for good. I know quitting can be tough, but trust me, your future self will thank you. Let's get started. Alright, let's talk about what's really going on inside your body when you vape. Those e-cigarette aerosols you're inhaling, they're not just harmless water vapor, they contain a cocktail of chemicals, some of which are known to damage your DNA. We're talking about things like formaldehyde and acrolein, which have been linked to an increased risk of cancer. DNA is the blueprint of your cells, and when it gets damaged, it can lead to uncontrolled cell growth, which is how cancer starts. Now I know what you might be thinking. But Dr. Mike, I only vape occasionally. Listen, even occasional vaping exposes your body to these harmful chemicals, and over time, that damage can add up. It's like slowly chipping away at a brick wall. Eventually it's going to crumble. Your health is too precious to gamble with, so let's kick this vaping habit to the curb. For all my younger viewers out there, this one's especially for you. Your brain is still developing well into your 20s, and nicotine from vaping can seriously mess with that process. We're talking about potential problems with memory, attention, and even your ability to learn. Nicotine hijacks the reward pathways in your brain, making you crave more and more of it. This can lead to addiction, making it even harder to quit down the line. Think of your brain like a sponge, soaking up everything around it. During your teenage years and early 20s, it's absorbing information and forming crucial connections that will shape the rest of your life. Don't let vaping saturate your brain with harmful chemicals and hinder its full potential. Choose to protect your brain power and ditch the vape. Your future self will thank you for it. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and vaping can take a serious toll on both. You might think vaping helps you relax or deal with stress, but it actually does the opposite in the long run. Nicotine is a stimulant, meaning it revs up your nervous system. This can lead to increased anxiety, restlessness, and even panic attacks. And if you're already struggling with anxiety or depression, vaping can make those symptoms even worse. It's like pouring gasoline on a fire. You might get a temporary feeling of relief, but ultimately, you're just making the problem worse. There are much healthier and more effective ways to manage stress and improve your mental well-being. Exercise, meditation, spending time in nature, and connecting with loved ones are all great options. Choose to prioritize your mental health and break free from the vaping cycle. Chapter 4: Vaping is burning a hole in your wallet. Let's talk about the financial cost of vaping because those e-cigarettes and refills add up fast. Think about how much you spend on vaping each week, each month, each year. That's money that could be going towards something you actually enjoy, like traveling, hobbies, or even just saving for your future. Imagine all the amazing things you could do with that extra cash if you weren't constantly shelling it out for vape juice. You could finally book that trip you've been dreaming of, invest in your education, or even just have some extra breathing room in your budget. Quitting vaping isn't just good for your health, it's good for your wallet too. Break free from the financial burden of this habit and start putting your hard-earned money towards something meaningful. Chapter 5: Vaping, a one-way ticket to asthma city. Your lungs are precious and vaping can do some serious damage to those delicate tissues. One of the biggest risks is developing asthma or other lung conditions. The chemicals in e-cigarette aerosols irritate and inflame your airways, making it harder to breathe. Imagine feeling like you can't catch your breath, constantly wheezing and coughing. That's the reality for many people living with asthma, and vaping significantly increases your risk of developing this chronic condition. It's like taking sandpaper to your airways, causing irritation and inflammation that can lead to long-term damage. Protect your lungs, breathe easy, and ditch the vape. Chapter 6: Lung scarring, the permanent souvenir you don't want. Here's a scary thought. Vaping can lead to lung scarring, and that damage is irreversible. We're talking about permanent damage to the delicate tissues that allow you to breathe. This scarring makes it harder for your lungs to function properly, making it tough to do everyday activities like climbing stairs or even just walking around. Imagine feeling constantly short of breath, like you can't get enough air. That's the reality for many people living with lung scarring, and vaping significantly increases your risk. It's like trading in your healthy lungs for a lifetime of breathing difficulties. Don't let vaping leave you with a permanent souvenir you'll regret. Choose healthy lungs, choose easy breathing, choose to quit vaping. Chapter 7. We've talked about the lungs, but vaping doesn't stop there. Those toxic chemicals can wreak havoc on your entire body, from your heart to your kidneys to your liver. We're talking about an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and even certain types of cancer. It's like slowly poisoning your body from the inside out. You might not see the damage right away, but over time those toxins take their toll. Your body is a temple, not a toxic waste dump. Treat it with the respect it deserves and ditch the vape. Chapter 8. Ever heard of EVALI? It stands for e-cigarette or vaping product use associated lung injury, and it's a serious condition that can be life-threatening. We're talking about severe lung damage that sends people to the hospital, sometimes even requiring ventilators to breathe. The exact cause of EVALI is still being investigated, but it's strongly linked to vaping, particularly THC-containing products. The symptoms can be scary: shortness of breath, chest pain, fever, cough, vomiting, diarrhea, you name it. It's like your lungs are staging a full-on revolt against the toxins you're inhaling. Don't wait until it's too late. Protect your health and steer clear of this potentially deadly condition. Chapter 9. Let's talk about addiction, because nicotine, the addictive substance in cigarettes and e-cigarettes, is no joke. It hooks you quickly and makes it incredibly difficult to quit. You might think you're in control, that you can stop vaping whenever you want, but nicotine has a way of sneaking up on you. It's like a puppet master pulling your strings and making you crave more and more. Before you know it, you're trapped in a cycle of addiction that can be tough to break free from. Don't let nicotine call the shots. Take back control of your life and ditch the vape. Chapter 10. Vaping, the gateway to a pack-a-day habit. For many people, vaping starts as a seemingly harmless alternative to smoking cigarettes. But here's the thing. Vaping can actually be a gateway to traditional cigarette smoking, especially for young people. The nicotine in e-cigarettes gets you hooked, making you crave more and more. And once you're addicted to nicotine, it's a slippery slope to picking up a pack of cigarettes. It's like starting with a sparkler and ending up with a full-blown forest fire. Don't let vaping lead you down the dangerous path of cigarette smoking. Choose a smoke-free life, for good. Chapter 11. Secondhand vape. It's not just about you. Vaping isn't just harmful to the person doing it, it also affects those around you. Secondhand exposure to e-cigarette aerosols can harm children, pregnant women, and even your pets. Those around you are inhaling the same toxic chemicals, even if they don't vape themselves. We're talking about an increased risk of respiratory problems, ear infections, and even sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS. Your loved ones deserve to breathe clean air, free from harmful chemicals. Don't let your vaping habit put their health at risk. Choose to create a safe and healthy environment for everyone around you. Chapter 12. Exploding vapes, not the kind of buzz you're looking for. This last one might seem a bit out there, but it's a real danger. E-cigarettes can explode, causing serious injuries. We're talking about burns, lacerations, and even broken bones. These explosions are often caused by faulty batteries or improper storage. Imagine having a device you carry around in your pocket or purse suddenly burst into flames. It's not a risk worth taking. Choose safety, choose peace of mind, choose to ditch the vape. Outro, quit vaping, start living. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips and information. Remember, quitting vaping is one of the best things you can do for your health. It might seem daunting, but trust me, it's worth it. There are resources available to help you quit, so don't be afraid to reach out for support. Stay healthy and take care.